Alright, Classic Overwatch has been out for some days and Phase 1 is ending soon, or might even have ended depending on when the video goes live and when you watch it. But I have figured out we might as well just have a little yap session about the event, how it's been and what we can gain from this event. Because whenever these kinds of events go live, things will change or not change depending on the outcome of how many people play it or don't like it. If you've tried Classic Overwatch or is an OG player, make sure to subscribe and like the video as it helps me a bunch. Anyways, let's dive into the video. So what I meant by things can change depending on the outcome, I'm referring to OG Fortnite, because whenever OG Fortnite was released, Epic Games planned to only have one short season for people to relive the game as it once was, and then go on with the newer chapters. But it ended up with so many people playing it, and so many people loving OG Fortnite, that not only because of the nostalgia, but for how good the game was. And this can happen to Overwatch. Maybe. I don't think Classic launch Overwatch will be a permanent game mode because many people don't like it. And for me, I love it. But having it as a permanent game mode is not a good idea, because mostly it is the nostalgia playing on Classic. Why? Well, it's super clunky and insanely unbalanced. Winston is really good, 4 or 5 Winstons and 1 to 2 Lucios is really good. Widow and Tracer is really good, and Genji is really clunky to play, although it's pretty good. And that's why most of the Classic enjoyers are only OG players, while most Overwatch 2 players kinda just try it out and then go on to the normal game again. But what can we learn from having this game mode? I'm having a lot of fun with the game mode, and I think many others do, and it's not just the nostalgia. Although nostalgia is a big component, it's not the only one. For me, playing DPS and killing a tank feels amazing. A tank going in alone and exploding also feels amazing. And I even jumped in alone as Winston and got immediately deleted. And I didn't even get mad because, well, first of all, it's my fault. But that's how the game should be. You shouldn't be able to go in alone and survive for such a long time on one tank. And what I like is every ability you use have pros and cons. Rodok, for example, can heal, but has to stand still. Zarya can use one barrier and be vulnerable. Ryan can charge and not cancel it. You feel me? Like, you will be punished when you use abilities, and I love that. I also love, as I said, that tanks can die, and if we focus one tank, they will die, because there are 2 tanks, so, they have less health and less survivability. So what will come out of this? First, we need to go all the way out of the event. This is still a long time left of the event, and we have a long time to judge what will happen. But if a lot of people really enjoy Classic, there might be an arcade game mode that goes through various states of the game as it is right now and switches every week between them. Kind of like the weekly arcade game mode that was before if you played back then. Another outcome is that people really love some parts of Classic game mode, so for me, I love 6v6 and being able to punish and be punished for mistakes. So, for example, Zarya can't double bubble, and Rodok can't have 50% more defense while healing, and still walk while healing, or maybe Reaper and Genji can't cancel Deflect and Wraith. For me, I like the quality of life that you can't cancel those abilities, but I also loved having to learn wall climb tech on Genji to cancel the Deflect before and having consequences of using Wraith form. And if many people really like those parts of Classic, another outcome could be that they change the game into a way more punishable game, and yes, I'm talking about you supports main Kiriko, Weaver, Baptiste, and Illari, you feel me? So in short, if people really love Classic, we could get a permanent arcade game mode that changes every week or so. Or if people really like some parts, we might see those parts come back in the game. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Adios.